Welcome to this new Fratello video. I'm Robert-Jan Broer, founder of Fratello and editor at Fratello. Today we have a new video for you about two watches, or basically one watch. It's the Omega Seamaster 300M, and it's the limited edition of last year of the 50th anniversary of the James Bond movie on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Limited to 7,007 pieces, but what appears to be the same watch, the two that I have here in my hands, they are not. One is a fake and one is the authentic Omega Seamaster. And today I want to show you what the differences are and how you can identify whether it's a fake or an original. And I have to say that the fake one that I have in my hands is very close to the original. On video perhaps, or on photos, you might not see the difference that easily. It's well made, but once you have them in your hands, there are few easy identifiers to see which one is fake, which one is original. The easiest giveaway of the fake or the original is the position of the case back. The original one has a NAIAD lock case back, which is always aligned in the same way. So you always see the coat of arms and the writing on the bezel of the case back completely aligned. And the fake, that's this one that I have here, isn't. So it's just a normal screw down case back, so it will stop whenever the thread is done basically. That's a very easy giveaway. But of course, sellers of these watches, they know this, and they might loosen up the case back a bit, adjust it or align it, and then take pictures. This watch, it's the fake one. These are being offered online for nearly the same price as an original one. Of course, with a bit of discount, so you might think that you're getting a really good deal, and you will end up with a, I won't say a cheap knockoff, but because I don't think it's a cheap knockoff, but you definitely end up with a knockoff and basically a fake watch. It's not the same watch as a €50 or $50 fake watch that you buy on the beach in Italy somewhere, or in other places. It's a watch that's being offered for a proper amount of money, and it's just trying to fool you or to trick you. It's basically a scam, where I see watches that are fake, like €50 or perhaps even less. These are watches that people buy for fun or whatever reason, just that they want to have a fake Omega or whatever brand. This watch definitely has a different approach. They want to scam you. A few giveaways when you have the watch in your hand. As said, is the case back that is not aligned. If you screw out the helium valve, you will see that it screws out more than the original one. We will toss in some close-up pictures and videos in this video to show you the difference, because from this distance it's a bit hard to see. Of course, the original one has a different movement. It has the caliber 8800 coaxial. On pictures you probably won't see that much of a difference, because also the fake watch has the typical arabesque Geneva waves, or Geneva waves in arabesque finishing. So that is not that giveaway. The movement is actually pretty close to the original. There are a few differences that you will be able to see. We will show some close-up pictures. The finishing, if you put them under a loupe or a macro lens, you will definitely see the difference in finishing. If you take a closer look at the balance, you will see that the balance wheel is different from the original, with the original movement. The easiest way to see if the watch is real or fake is to use a magnet. As you know, these watches from Omega are master chronometer certified by METAS, meaning they are anti-magnetic up to 15,000 Gauss. Holding a magnet very close to the movement or the watch will stop the watch that is not anti-magnetic, and the Omega watch will continue to run. The color of the coating is different. It's a bit more yellow on the original one, and on the fake one it's a bit more pale, you could say. The printing we have all the time in the world is different. It's a bit deeper on the original one and a bit more to the surface on the fake one. The dial, it looks very close to the original at first sight, but if you look at it more closely, the engraving is different. It's better done on the original, of course. It's deeper, it's also sharper, and especially when you look at close-up pictures, you will see that basically the fake watch lacks a lot of sharpness. It's in the engraving on the dial, it's in the finishing on the movement. It's also the finishing on the case, where you will see that the original one has more sharp edges, where the fake one has a bit more rounded edges and surfaces. The color of the gold elements is of course also different. Here you will see that the original one has this typical 18 karat yellow gold hue, and I don't know what they've used for the fake one, but it looks more like it's PVD coated. It has this more dark yellow orangey color. The same goes for the hands and the hour markers that have gold rings. It looks different on the fake one. So it's really a matter of looking and studying the watch up close. If you buy a watch like this, if you want to buy it new, if you buy from a boutique or an authorized dealer, there's no hassle, there's no issue. If you buy it pre-owned on a platform or an auction or whatever, or from someone private, you really need to observe the watch very closely. Ask for detailed pictures, ask for pictures of all angles of the watch to have a closer look. Best is to have a face-to-face appointment with someone if you want to purchase a watch, so you can really check for all these details. The fake one also has the Omega globe engraved in one of the lugs. It has a serial number engraved. Also, that engraving on the fake one is different than on the original one. The numbers are a bit further away from each other. The strap of the fake one looks very much the same as the original one. It's perhaps also not the most expensive thing to reproduce, but it feels completely different. It feels more stiff. We have had it in a pouch for a while, and you already see the nick in the strap, whereas the original has been in the similar pouch, looks perfect. So there's definitely a difference in quality. The difference in quality is also in the finishing, of course, as said before, in the dial, in the hands, in the hour markers, especially on the movement as well, of course. I wouldn't go diving with this fake one, although it has a screw down crown. It has and it winds very heavy. It is not as smooth as butter as the original one, so that's also a good giveaway if you handle one of the watches yourself. So take a closer look on the pictures that we share and that we show in this video, and the close-up of the movement is important. The close-up of the dial is very important. If you have a loupe, bring a loupe. If you go to see the watch in the flesh, have a look at the printing on the dial as well. You will see the Seamaster printing is in red, and it really looks like yeah, someone did it by hand. It's very shaky. It's very it's not as sharp as the original authentic Seamaster. On the case back, what we noticed in our close-up macro shots is that the engraving on the movement, it says Omega Master Coaxial, much like the original movement here. Omega Master Coaxial 8800, that's the caliber number. On the fake one, you will see that this engraving has been filled with red, and it's like someone just emptied a little Revel cup of red paint. It's very shaky, it's out of the engraving, so that is also an easy giveaway. Of course, this movement will also have a different ticking number. This coaxial watch has a ticking number of 25,200, while this movement, we didn't put it on a Vichy timing device, but it's either 28,000 or 28,800 or 21,600. So those are the giveaways of these watches. Be really cautious when buying the Seamaster 300M pre-owned. Really have a closer look at all the details of the watch, and best is to, if you want to buy it new, go to an authorized dealer or a boutique. You will definitely have no issue there. You will get all the stuff that comes with it, the warranty card, the master chronometer certification card where you can register the watch. The fake one, we only got the watch, so I don't know how it's delivered. I assume there will be a similar box or an Omega box, but if a watch like this is offered without box and papers, and this watch has been only out for a year or not even a year, yeah, be very cautious that this is stuff that you don't lose basically with these type of watches. I hope this video will help you by identifying the differences between the authentic one and the fake one. As said, on pictures it's very difficult to see, especially if you don't particularly take a lot of close-up pictures or macro shots. I think it's very easy to deceive someone by offering a fake Seamaster 300M and offer it as a genuine one. So people, beware. This is probably not the only watch that is so close to the original. There must be many others out there. So if you buy a pre-owned watch, make sure you buy the seller, basically that you know the seller, that he has good feedback. Do your checks. Try to see the watch in the flesh before you buy it. And otherwise, if it's someone abroad or you really have to buy it online, ask for detailed pictures of the dial, of the hands, of the plug on the side, and especially of the movement. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our Fratello Watches channel on YouTube. We have more videos there, and we have more videos coming up. Bye bye.